Okay, welcome, beautiful beings, to this amazing Friday. I am so excited about everything that the month of April has in store for us. And what I want to talk about in this lecture is the mirror principle. So, the fact that you, as an organic being, an energetic being, a soul energy, you are the universe. The universe is inside you, and you are experiencing the energy of yourself and the universe and the culmination of everything in unison. And this is what brings me back to the mirror principle. Okay, so basically, what we admire in others is already alive in us, and what triggers us in others is often unhealed or unacknowledged parts of ourselves. So when we experience the world around us, when we experience the other, and usually it's going to be in human form, but sometimes it's in other organic life or an animal form. Oftentimes I find that this is very resonant in my own life's experience with interacting with the animal or the plant world, just that beautiful emanation of life and creation. So that's not uncommon as well. But in terms of this lecture, and in terms of your conscious realization that all is one and you are part of that oneness, I'm going to speak in human terms, in terms of this mirror principle lesson of the other human that is in front of you. So when we fall in love, or when we express or exchange love, often what we are admiring in the other often already is alive in us. So we are seeing that mirrored reflection of what is beautiful within ourselves, and we are enjoying that beauty that is reflecting back to us from another person. And so again, this is how love is exchanged. It's that mirroring back to us. Now, what I want to talk about a little bit more is what triggers us. So when we are judging others, when we're jealous of others, when we're frustrated, or we are dealing with somebody else and something is triggering to us, it's often triggering something in us that we have to look at in terms of, is this something that I also do, or is this a pattern that the universe is mirroring back to me that I am needing to identify in terms of healing it within myself? Because again, on an energetic, in terms of the energetic field, it's alignment, it's law of attraction. So what you are is something that you are going to pull into your field through that magnetic resonance of the transmission that your soul, that your being, that your energy is emanating. It's going to pull everything into your experience, that three-dimensional reality that you're experiencing. And why this is important? Well, if you are seeking to experience something higher, something more beautiful, something more deep and authentic, oftentimes to get to that place, you have to work on the self. Okay, so those unhealed, unacknowledged parts of yourself. And so what the other is actually mirroring back to you is a beautiful lesson in how you have to learn to adjust your own behavior, adjust your own thought patterns. One of the most beautiful ways to look at this is that if somebody in your midst is really frustrating you, is really pissing you off, or there's just parts of them that just don't mix with your energy, really take the time to dissect why that is and what parts of them might you also be projecting to the outside world. Okay, that's really, really important. But there's a layer beyond this, and this is why it may not always be the mirror principle that you are dealing with. Okay, and so this is why I always say, when you are looking at what is in your three-dimensional reality, it actually may not be inside you. Okay, oh, here we go, I'm just going to decline that. It may not actually be inside you. it might be the fact that either you are here to teach that other person, so you may be acting as a teacher to guide them to another point in consciousness. You may be actually actively here to be reflecting to them a higher principle. So if you are dissecting this and you're looking at the external circumstances and there is nothing about that other individual that resides in you, then you may be here to act as that teacher. And you'll know if that's the case, if there's still that energetic tether to them, if you feel a sense of responsibility, if you feel that you're still meant to be in your life, then you're there in the capacity of a teacher. Now, the other thing that can happen along your path is if you meet somebody that is not reflecting you, they may be activating you, okay? So they may be here to teach you compassion and transformation through activation. And sometimes, again, this is through extreme light, extreme love, an extremely beautiful experience that is calling your soul up. Okay, so they may be a teacher to you. And this is really this most simplistic way at looking at your relationships. Okay, and this is what I do in terms of all of my relationships. When I have anything that tweaks my interests or that is showing some imbalance in terms of my divergence from unconditional love. So if I'm getting frustrated, if I'm feeling jealous, if I'm feeling any kind of way that isn't joyful and unconditionally loving, then I'm really looking at, is this the universe mirroring back to me something that resides still deep within my own, the hidden caverns of my own soul that I need to work through? Is it something where I'm supposed to be acting as that higher soul? I'm supposed to be activating that individual and calling them up to a different vantage point that they're supposed to be seeing? Or is this a lesson for myself and I'm seeing this emanation on the outside? I'm noticing the bright, brilliant way that they're showing up. Maybe I am feeling triggered by that in some way, and this is actually a teacher for myself. And those are the three things that I'm looking for. The fourth being sometimes it's just this beautiful emanation or reflection of those healed, balanced aspects of the self that I have within me that I'm recognizing in another. And that just becomes that work of art, that universal mirror principle in terms of recognizing the beauty of creation. And when we start to look at our world this way, it's really quick and easy from a spiritual ascension aspect to understand what lesson or where we're at. And it becomes exceptionally easy to decipher, in the moment, what am I supposed to do with this experience? Where's the lesson? Am I the teacher? What is my function here? Or what am I supposed to learn? So again, I said they're going to be very quick lessons today because I have a busy Friday. But again, hope you're enjoying this, and I will see you in the next video.